Hello, today for review I've got yet another affordable in-ear monitors from China. Most probably they are made on the same plant that is used by KZ and some other brands. I think it's 99% of probability. There is 1% left for doubt, but you know, if something look like same plant as used by KZ and it packaged in similar way and have similar accessory set, most probably it will be the same plant. This time company name is Tripowin or Tripowin model TP10. As you can probably guess by the name, it's 5 balanced armature per side model. Price is traditional, you know, you can buy acoustic configuration and by driver's count you can probably guess the price of these models, and their price is from $67 to $69 plus minus. Links will be in the description, and now let's have a closer look. Package is traditional, typical matchbox style package with color polygraphy this time. On the back side there are technical specifications, so you can have them with microphone or without. And sensitivity is only 98 decibels per milliwatt and 15 ohms of impedance, so they will require some player with enough of driving power. Not too much, but it can be capable of outputting normal current output. Inside everything is familiar, like you know, it's like going to some of your favorite restaurant where you've been many times before, and you know waitress, you know what to expect from kitchen and so on. Here package is done in the same style that is used by modern KZ models, and you will have cable and additional set of tips. So 2 more pair of tips, 3 pairs total. As you can see, even limited accessory set, they preserve this signature feature. And design is also familiar, metal faceplates, plastic shell, and this time they decided to use faceplates without any texture, simple plain metal. Well, looks also pretty attractive. There is a small screw holding this faceplate. I'm not sure will it can I open it by unscrewing, I didn't check. Inside you can see drivers, crossover schema, and same plastic structure that is used in the KZ AS16. It's some kind of sonic wave organizer, so they are definitely done on the same plant. Same metal bore with protective grill. Spout has proper angle, it's fitting pretty nicely. They are a bit on the bigger side, but still fitting pretty okay. There is a lip for holding tips, sound isolation is a bit above average, build quality is nice, they feel pretty heavy because there are a lot of drivers inside, but at the same time they also feel really solid and pretty well built. You know, we are living in fun time when everyone can get his own signature in-ear monitors. I have at least one new model from another brand somewhere in the mail, so in some observable future I will do yet another review of similarly created model. Cable is made replaceable, same connectors that we've seen before. By the way, I've ordered new Bluetooth cable from the KZ, so I will try it with these in-ear monitors. We'll see how it behaves. I really like that they are using same type of connector. Probably if they will settle with this, it will be nice. And cable, it's typical KZ cable, brown color, a bit on the softer side. Ear hooks without memory wire, providing secure hold and fit. Cheap microphone. If you move it close to your mouth, it will be normal, but nothing stellar definitely. It goes to the splitter, and from splitter it goes braided way down to the jack. And as you can see, one of the main differences here, it's made straight. So in terms of design and build quality, it's familiar model that we've seen many times, and I think it's good because it's a quality that you can probably rely on. Well, at least we've got a lot of such models, and there were no big failures, so I think that it's pretty safe to suggest that most probably these ones will be reliable too. And of course about sound. You know, I like that more and more Chinese manufacturers tries to create some non-mainstream sound, and Tripowin are no exception. They've decided not to go typical way and create traditional V-shaped signature. They created natural signature with mid and upper mid forward representation. So it's a model for those who prefer not accented low frequencies and who prefer an accent on the detalization. But let's have player on the table. Today it will be iBasso DX220, and by the way, recently it received new firmware update over the air, and I really like that iBasso managed to noticeably improve performance. They overclocked processor a little bit, and just take a look how nice it scrolls now. So it became more reliable and more responsible. But today we are not talking about iBasso. I suppose I will have some chance to talk about it a bit later. Let's move back to Tripowin T10. So low frequencies are not accented, they have zero accent. So if you need super weighty, or even if you like some accent on the low frequencies, it's not a model for you, because in terms of quantity, bass here is not for accented too, and it's resolving, and it's on the faster side because it's a balanced armature model, and definitely not model for those who prefer some big slam, some big hit. But if you like resolution, if you like texturing, if you like nice foundation, it's a nice option, because resolution is really good. Bass is on bit on drier side, it's typical for balanced armatures sometimes. It has good depth, but of course without additional accent, it's not bass heavy model, and it's not model for those who like to get strong push over your eardrums. At the same time, acoustic instruments and instruments that goes below to the low frequency sound really realistic and enjoyable. So, as an example, it's David Bowie Blackstar. You heard that bass line at the beginning, and Tripowin really succeed in this bass line. I'd like a bit more accent, but actually I solved this using equalizer. This time iBasso features nice parametric equalizer that allows to add a bit more quantity, but in terms of quality, pretty good performance with well, not perfect, but really nice attacks and decays. And as I've said before, mids are one of the best parts in these in-ear monitors. Clean, clear, resolving with perfectly tuned accent on the upper mids that will give you this resolution, that will give you this clarity, airness, and sense of total neutrality. It's not a model for those who used to some coloration on the mids. So zero coloration, nice accent on the micro contrast, but at the same time they are not sounding too dry and too clinical. Imaginary stage is above average, not much, but a bit above average in width and in depth, and it's pretty spacious for this price range. As an example for the mid frequencies, I got Snarky Puppy Grown Folks. Nice track with good percussion intro, with perfect trumpets and with lot of instruments and with good record quality, and neutrality of these in-ear monitors allow you to enjoy all the tiny details and tiny nuances of this track. And mids are transitioned into treble. There is slight noticeable drop off on the upper mids when where drivers overlap, but it's minor and not a big issue. Besides that, model is pretty coherent. Treble is tuned nicely, it has normal resolution, not superb, but definitely not as poor as some other models in this price range. It sounds really natural and uncolored, it has a bit faster attacks and decays than they should be, but at the same time it's not sounding too thin or too analytical or too harsh. It has slight accents, so if you're treble sensitive, probably it's also not a model for you, but besides that it's pretty nice in terms of treble tuning. As an example, I've got another track that from the artist that I often use. It's Hiromi Uehara Rainmaker. Actually it's not the maximum brightness, so let's increase brightness so we can enjoy this perfect iBasso DX220 screen. So it's forte piano, bass, drums, and I think you know about Hiromi Uehara albums, and this track is no exception. It's just perfect and it's recorded really good, and it requires a lot of treble, it requires good treble performance, and this in-ear monitors definitely will give it to you. And as I've said before, they require more power than many other models, so I actually turn the volume up to 64, 65 to drive them properly in this time. It's probably 20-30% higher than the vast majority of other in-ear monitors. So to summarize everything about the sound, natural model for those who like mid forwardness and slight upper mids accent. Perfect for vocal, perfect for instrumental. I like them with jazz music, with some heavy metal tracks, but of course it's a matter of preference. As about comparisons, probably I won't try to think about some comparisons right now. Let's do it in the interactive style. Just feel free to ask me about any other model that you are interested in, and if I heard it, I will try to write some words. So it was the review of Tripowin T10, interesting 5 balanced armature per ear model from the China. Thank you for attention.